Okay, picture this. You're out on the North Sea. It's pitch black, freezing cold, miles from anywhere. Silence. And then suddenly, a splash. A big one. Someone or something just hit the water. You're on this fancy cruise ship, supposed to be safe, luxurious, but someone's just vanished. Welcome to our deep dive. Today we're getting into a story where, well, the line between what's real and what people tell you is real gets seriously blurry. We're unpacking a really chilling narrative, one that makes you question what you see, what you believe, especially when everyone around you starts telling you you're wrong. It's all about truth, perception, and that awful feeling of being gaslighted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And our way into this is through a great source, a summary of Ruth Ware's thriller, The Woman in Cabin 10. We're going to pull apart the key bits, the twists, the turns, figure out what makes it just so gripping.
And for you listening, this is more than just a plot summary. Think of it as a shortcut to understanding the psychology of someone under intense pressure, what it feels like to trust your gut when literally no one else believes you. It's about finding your voice, really.
Yeah, we'll look at the setup, who our main character is, the situation she's in. Then that shocking incident happens, and the tension just ramps up, making her doubt her own mind.
And stories like this, thrillers, they work so well in audio. That suspense, the whispers, the sudden shocks, it really pulls you in. Our source even mentions things like, Audible and free trials for audiobooks and podcasts. It's a great way to experience these kinds of tales.
Definitely enhances the atmosphere. So yeah, let's dive into this fascinating story.
Okay, so let's start with our protagonist. Laura Blacklock, Lo. She's a travel journalist based in London, ambitious, wants to make her mark.
But she's also struggling. There's anxiety, some self-doubt, and crucially, she's just been through a really traumatic break-in at her apartment.
Right. Physically okay, but mentally, not so much. She's got insomnia, this constant background hum of unease. Her doctor even gave her meds for her nerves. So those scars are definitely there under the surface.
Which makes her baseline state already a bit precarious, you could say.
Hmm?
And then this opportunity lands in her lap, her boss gets sick, and Lo steps in to cover the maiden voyage of the Aurora Borealis.
A brand new, very fancy boutique cruise ship. For Lo, this is huge. It's a chance to escape, maybe reset herself, and definitely prove she can handle a big assignment.
And this ship, the Aurora, it sounds incredible, right? Modern, sleek, but intimate, only 10 cabins.
Exactly. Very exclusive group of guests, tech people, media types, influencers, some mysterious investors, gourmet food, amazing views from floor-to-ceiling windows. Lo gets assigned cabin 9. It all seems so perfect, almost sterile.
Yeah, almost too perfect. That controlled, pristine environment, it definitely sets a tone. It creates this illusion of safety that's about to be completely shattered. That contrast is key.
So first night on board, Lo's getting ready for dinner, realizes she forgot her mascara, simple thing.
Totally mundane.
She knocks on the cabin next door, cabin 10. A young woman answers, but only opens the door a crack. Looks pale, kind of edgy. Reluctantly hands over the mascara.
Doesn't say much.
No, very tense, guarded, but Lo's impression is clear. This woman is real, tangible. Just a brief, maybe slightly odd encounter, you'd almost forget it.
Almost.
Yeah.
But that brief interaction, that shared mascara tube, it anchors Lo's reality. It's proof for her that someone was in cabin 10. And that becomes vital later.
Okay, fast forward a few hours. Middle of the night. Lo is suddenly woken up by this sound. A loud, abrupt sound, a splash, unmistakable and ominous.
Chilling.
She leaps out of bed, runs to her balcony, looks out into the darkness. She sees ripples spreading on the water, and then she sees what looks like blood smeared on the divider between her balcony and cabin 10's.
Oh, wow. So not just a sound, but visual evidence, too, or what she perceives as evidence.
Exactly, and her mind instantly connects it. That splash, it was a woman from cabin 10. She's gone overboard. She's absolutely convinced.
And this is the moment everything changes, isn't it? The luxury cruise instantly feels like a crime scene to her. It flips the whole narrative.
She's panicked, obviously. She immediately finds a crew member, reports what she heard, what she saw, expecting alarm bells, searchlights,
Right. The logical response.
But instead, she gets confusion, skepticism. They basically tell her she must be mistaken.
This is where it gets really insidious. The crew insists cabin 10 is empty. Has been empty the whole time.
No one checked in, they say. Staff insist it's unoccupied. They check the area, find no evidence of a struggle, no missing person reported. It's like they're systematically erasing her experience.
And the detail that really messes with her head.
Well, mascara.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even the mascara she borrowed is gone, vanish, as if the woman never existed. That's brutal. It directly attacks her tangible proof.
So the ship just keeps sailing. Deeper into the fjords, more isolated, Lo keeps insisting, getting more desperate, and the more she insists, the more people look at her like she's unstable.
The doubt starts coming from everywhere. The crew, the other passengers,
Yeah.
even from within herself.
Yeah, she starts questioning her own sanity. Was it the trauma, the lack of sleep, the anxiety meds? Maybe she imagined it all.
And that's the terrifying power of gaslighting, isn't it? It makes you distrust your own mind, your own memories. The source material really puts you right there with Lo, feeling that horrible, creeping doubt. How do you trust yourself when the world tells you you're wrong?
But here's the thing about Lo, despite everything, despite the self-doubt, a part of her knows what she saw. That conviction, deep down, doesn't waver.
That's her strength, really. Even when she's questioning herself, she can't let go of that core certainty.
So she starts her own investigation, very quietly, talking to other guests, watching people, looking for anything out of place.
And she starts finding things, little cracks in the official story.
Like what?
Well, inconsistencies. Maybe a crew member who seems to have disappeared, people exchanging nervous glances, some guests saying way too little, others maybe saying too much, trying too hard.
In the surveillance footage.
Conveniently missing or corrupted for the crucial time frame? Of course.
Okay, so it's moving beyond just being dismissed. Now it feels like active obstruction.
Exactly. And then it escalates. It becomes personal, becomes threatening.
How so?
Her cabin gets searched, turned upside down. Her phone vanishes, cutting off her link to the outside world.
Oh, that's classic isolation tactic.
Totally. And then a note appears. Unmistakably a threat, telling her to stop digging, to back off.
So that dream cruise is now officially a claustrophobic nightmare. She feels watched, hunted, completely alone on this boat full of strangers, some of whom might be very dangerous.
Yeah, it shifts from, am I crazy, to someone is actively trying to silence me. It's not a misunderstanding anymore, it's a cover-up. And she's in the middle of it.
And as she keeps pushing, despite the danger, she starts to realize this isn't just about one missing woman, is it?
No, not at all. She uncovers something much bigger. A whole conspiracy tangled up with stolen identities, hidden motives, even betrayals going back years.
So the woman in cabin 10, she wasn't just some random passenger.
Seems not. The implication is she was caught up in this larger mess. Maybe running from someone, or maybe she knew too much. Her disappearance wasn't random. It was targeted, part of this darker, hidden plot unfolding on the ship.
It really shows how sometimes one event is just the tip of the iceberg, right? There's this whole hidden structure underneath.
Absolutely. And every step Lo takes towards uncovering that structure puts her in more danger.
To the point where they actually capture her.
Yes. The people behind the conspiracy realize she knows too much or is getting too close. They silence her. Literally, she's taken captive, locked away somewhere on the ship.
Just gone, like the woman in cabin 10.
Pretty much. It looks like it's over for her. But Lo, she doesn't give up.
That resilience again.
Exactly. The source talks about her cunning, persistence, and sheer will to survive. She manages to escape her captivity.
Wow. How, does it say?
The summary focuses more on the fact that she escapes and then confronts her captors. It's a really tense showdown. And somehow, right as the ship is about to dock, she manages to get word out to alert the authorities.
Just in the nick of time.
Right. So when they dock, it's not the end of the cruise, it's the beginning of the investigation. The truth finally spills out. The conspiracy, the identities, the murder, it's all exposed.
And the people responsible?
They face justice. Maybe not immediately, maybe it's slow, but the summary suggests they don't get away with it. Those who thought they were untouchable are brought down.
And Lo. What happens to her after all this?
She returns to London, but she's fundamentally changed. Remember how she started? Fragile, anxious, full of self-doubt.
Yeah.
She emerges with this newfound strength, this clarity. She wasn't just changed by uncovering the truth, but by surviving the ordeal, by overcoming the gaslighting and the danger. She proved herself, mostly to herself.
That's quite a transformation. From victim of a break-in to, well, to the person who brought down a conspiracy. It really is a testament to resilience.
It really is.
Yeah.
And if you look at the bigger picture, her story, it really highlights that power of just one person pushing back, persevering when everything and everyone is telling you to stop, and how vital it is to think critically, to question things, especially when the official story feels off.
Yeah, it's a powerful reminder that things aren't always what they seem on the surface. Sometimes you have to dig.
Appearances can be incredibly deceiving. The truth often needs that deep dive, that refusal to just accept the easy answer.
So think about it. Out there on the dark, cold sea, a woman disappears. Poof, gone. and almost everyone agrees it never happened, or that the one person saying it did is unreliable, maybe crazy.
Just a racer.
But that one voice, Lo's voice, shaken, terrified, but refusing to be silenced, that voice changes everything. She learned the hard way what it costs to speak up in a world that loves smooth surfaces. But she also learned the power you find when you don't give in.
Yeah, because sometimes that one small voice, the one everyone dismisses, is the only thing standing between a dark secret and the light.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? About the stories we accept, the things we're told. And what about your own instincts? What happens when your gut tells you something is wrong, even when the whole world is saying, no, no, you're mistaken?
It's a good question to sit with. Maybe next time you're navigating a tricky situation. We're just sorting through information. Remember Lou Blacklock? Maybe. Maybe trust those instincts a little more.
Well, we hope this deep dive into The Woman in Cabin 10 has given you something to think about and maybe a taste of a really gripping story.
Hope you enjoyed the journey.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep diving deep.